Hey everyone, this is another episode of Real Estate Ladies Lounge, and I am here at Gulf Coast Neurowellness with Ashley, and she has got me all plugged up and plugged in. She's going to talk about this test that she has that helps, oh my gosh, so many different things.
So many things.
Here's the pamphlet here. Ooh, let's get closer. Yeah. And I've already actually had one previous test. And I do have to tell you, though, Session. My bad, it's too early. I did have one previous session, and I slept really good that night. Yes.
Good. So you felt the calm and slept good. That's
I
awesome.
did. So, Ashley, go ahead and explain exactly what this session is, and how it does and how it works. And I'm going to sit here and be a little quiet so I don't mess it up or anything. But go ahead.
Okay. So I've already got you running this morning and seeing things calm down. But basically, it is going to read your brain waves, and then any unhealthy brain waves that are stuck in that fight or flight mode that we get into, it sends a tiny bit of energy to redirect those into a healthy state. So those high beta waves are your high stress, high anxiety, and then it's just telling it, nope, go the other direction, and it just calms everything down.
Which doing a podcast is a tad bit stressful, just a little bit. So, but Ashley was just at an expo, Build Your Brand, over this last weekend, and she's got two offices, one in Spanish Fort, one here in Foley, and what do you what do you typically see as far as your clients, how many sessions, how long of a process does it take? I mean, I know so let me show you. I'm going to get a little close and invade your space so you can see I'm all patched up with this stuff. And I don't feel anything, so, which is a good thing. I don't feel anything. And
let's walk that over here and I'll talk about that. But yeah, it's super gentle. We treat all ages. Our youngest client right now is 14 months old. But treat all kinds of things: anxiety, depression, PTSD, addictions, behavioral issues in kids, ADHD. Takes most people about 20 sessions for sustainable results, although a lot of times you start feeling on the first one like you did, Mm-hmm. But it is a cumulative effect. So we start people off on 2 times a week for about 4 to 6 weeks, and then as the neuroplasticity is increasing in the brain, we're able to spread it out further and further. And eventually it just kind of becomes your new normal where you're regulated all the time.
Yeah, I could definitely, like I said, the first session that I had, I slept really well that night. And I even want to say I slept really well the next night too. And, I'm not going to tell you my age. I'm like 25 times 2. But with menopause hormones and all that, sleepless nights, hot flashes, all those things, I did notice that I didn't have to take anything, and I usually don't take anything to go to sleep. So I'm kind of roughing it out there. But this really did help. I did notice a difference, and I'm very skeptical too, because I'm like, oh, is it going to work? Is it going to work on me? And yes, it definitely did. So that was awesome. What are your hours?
It really depends, but we do have extended hours a couple days a week at each office. So we're usually about 8:30 to 6:30, depending on the day. Mm-hmm. So we're working on adding more staff right now because we're getting so busy. So hopefully we'll be able to extend days and everything soon.
So what else can you tell me about all of this? How did you get started?
So I started out as a client somewhere else, and I originally started for long COVID issues, but I also had severe social anxiety. That was my biggest thing. And yeah,
so no, she had social anxiety, and here she is doing a podcast. So
yeah, it still blows my mind when I get up and talk in front of 60 people in a networking group. I'm like, who is this person? It's absolutely changed my life so much that I changed careers to do this, and I see incredible things every day. I mean, it's really, I've got a lady with Parkinson's. She came in for her first treatment the other day, and the second time she came in yesterday, she wasn't using her walker anymore. She just was jumping up in there when we had to help her in her seat the first time.
Wow.
And she was just talking away when the first time she barely spoke. it was incredible. So it's the most fulfilling thing because it's just changing lives in so many ways.
So that is truly, truly awesome. Now, how many sessions did she get to at that point?
She had only had one and came in like that. I'm like blown away. And so her husband said it started to wear off after like towards the end, but that's normal, you know. But he said a good day or two where she's just been talking, more vocal. I mean, it's so awesome.
So tell everyone what you're doing here. She has to reapply,
Yes.
put the patches in different areas.
Yes, so we move these electrodes around because it's basically bathing the entire brain in energy. So we have these standard 3 site pairs that we move around to. And then sometimes we'll add in additional site pairs if people aren't responding to those. But usually the standard 3 work for most people. Sometimes we'll also add in doing the traps, which a lot of people hold a lot of stress there in your shoulders. And that kind of helps with the gut-brain connection too.
Now tell us about how it helps with gut health. Does it help with gut health and, hormones and things like that?
This one is actually targeting the pituitary gland, the one on the front there, which is the hormones. And this is also clearing out built up cortisol and stress that we're unable to detox ourselves. So it can help with that. It also helps with digestion and things. As the nervous system calms down, it can help with a multitude of health type things.
So it does that's one of the pluses that when you start having some of these treatments, it just kind of starts to help in different areas because, high cortisol, you have all kinds gut issues, stress, fight or flight, all of that. And when you start to reduce the cortisol level, then a lot of the things that were not working correctly can start to work again. And if they get stuck, then this is a good option as to getting them back into working again. I can attest to that because I had, high cortisol and my gut was just horrible and dealing with menopause, and now it's like all changed and everything. So and Ashley has been here. She has lived here all her life, so she can kind of talk to you a little bit about, like, even though we're, like from here to Daphne or Mobile is like 45 minutes. So it's not too far away. So we're all one Baldwin County type deal. And the growth that you've seen from living here.
It's a lot, yes. But it is really cool to just see how the holistic wellness community is growing so much, and things like this are becoming more accessible, because I'm not anti-Western medicine, but a lot of times the majority of people I get coming in here are, I'm put on medications that have terrible side effects. They don't work, and so this offers something that's completely non-invasive and no medication, and it is cool to see the community in that, especially in the Foley area. I found there's a lot of the more holistic wellness.
There's a lot of natural health food stores too around in the area. So for those that are, concerned about leaving, their home where they have alternative options there, we have alternative options here. And, being a former nurse of 26 years, I am big on attacking and whatever health issue you have, attacking it from multiple fronts. I don't feel like just taking medication is going to be the right thing when you can do multiple things to get an even better result. So
we're all about getting to the root cause of issues here and not
right.
So that was the treatment itself, super quick, probably not even 10 minutes?
It's not even 10 minutes, so you see how quick this is.
Quick and easy, so you're in and out real quick with this.
And what, do you have any specials going on, or?
We do. So the first session is completely free, so you can come try it out. About 85% of people feel a positive change within the first 3 sessions. So we're also offering half off of our 3-session trial package. So essentially you can get 4, and it's $225 for that trial package.
See, and that's not bad at all, considering that you pay $225 to go to the doctors if you... to go and get seen at the walk-in clinic, at the doc in the box, or, at the hospital. You pay that and you get 3 sessions and you can totally feel much better.
And then after that, we kind of determine, what you want to do. And we have options through Klarna and Affirm if you need to spread out payments and things like that. So try to make it accessible for everyone.
Yeah. And is there anything else that you want to touch base and let people know?
There's so much. I mean, really the best thing I can say is to just come in and try it, because once you experience it, then it's so hard to understand until you feel that feeling. I said, it's just this calm. It's
very calm and relaxed. Maybe, I don't know if you guys seen how calm I am right now. Because I was not that when I came in. But it's very calm, very relaxing. And like I said, some people experience huge changes while others, like myself, better sleep at night. And I could tell a huge difference with that. So I think it kind of just depends on where your body's at and what it needs.
And everybody who's in some sort of fight or flight, it kind of manifests in different ways. So that's why, for me, it was the social anxiety and general anxiety and depression. And, and I was more in that freeze, disassociate. It helped me a lot with the executive dysfunction of just shutting down when I was overwhelmed by things. And so, but other people that are just go, 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 can't ever stop. It kind of helps with that too, because some people's fight or flight is they can never slow down.
Yeah.
So it's very interesting to see all the different things. I was also a really bad people pleaser. I didn't have boundaries before or self-love. It's helped with that incredibly. So
that's
it's really
awesome.
cool.
That's awesome. So, all right. Well, this is the end of this episode with Real Estate Ladies Lounge with Ashley with Gulf Coast Neurowellness, and here is a QR code, but I'll have all the information linked to this podcast. So we'll see y'all later. All right, bye.
Bye.